Hey learner, this is Nilesh Borate. Welcome back. So in this lecture, we are going to be adding a registration page. Okay, so all the design related code I have already done in this file. So this is my zip file. I have mentioned the downloadable link in this description of this video. So go to that description and download this zip file. After downloading, then extract this file. So here we extract and create a one folder, this one. So here there is one registration.php file. So I will move this file into my project location. So copy, going to my C drive where my XAMPP is installed, this one. Again go to my working directory htdocs and cms. So this is my root directory. So in this root directory we paste the registration.php file, this one. Okay, so remember this is my location, project location, XAMPP, htdoc and cms. Paste this registration.php file. So here this is my bracket editor. Now we refresh this tree structure. So right click and refresh file tree. So see here in this bottom there is a registration.php file, this one. So we save a lot of time because we do the some design section already. So we don't waste this time for the designing. We do the functionality in the PHP. So see here again, here we include the db.php file, header.php file. This is the navigation, and this is the one my block, section block, and inside this we create a one form, and action is that the current page registration.php. So here we use the some input field. So this is my username. We accept the username from keyboard. Then there is one email ID, then password. These are the three input fields, and this is my submit button. So check here, this is my browser. So here we run the registration.php file. So this is my DB host already defined, DB user already defined, password already defined. So we run again, refresh this page. I think we have already defined this file in header.php file. So see here in header, no, this is my header, not defining any file. See here again in my index.php. So this is my header and the navigation. I think in navigation we define the database file. So this one. So there is no need to again redefine in this registration page, because here we already include this file. So we remove this section and save these changes. Okay, perfect. So this is my registration page. So this is my copyright your website 2020. This is my registration, and these are the three my input field. This is my registration button. Now we do the some functionality to this design form. So again going to this bracket editor. So first we add the one link in this menu section. After this admin menu, here we add the one registration link. So this is my navigation file. So we open the navigation.php file in this include directory, and after the admin we add the one more link. After this admin we add the one more link here. This is my registration .php. So we test this code. We again run the index.php file. This is my user section. So see, this is my registration link. When you click on that link, this is my registration form. Perfect. Now we do the some database functionality. So again we are going to this page, registration page. this one. So after this include section, we add the one PHP script. So here we use the one if condition. Here we check if you click on submit button. So submit, if it is submitted, here we use the one echo statement, it works. See here again, this is my form, and form method is that the post, and in my submit name is that the submit. So when you click on the submit, then my action is that the current page registration.php, then so this form is redirected to the current page, and this script is work because here the value is set, going to this if, print this message, it works. So test this code, save these changes, click on register, it works, perfect. Now we are in if, this one. Here we get the all these input fields and store into the variable. So this is my username, $_post. My text box name is that the username, name, again password, $_post. This is my password. Again my email, this is my email ID. So check here again, cross check the name of this input field. So name of the username is that the username, this is my email, and this is my password. So we get all these input field and stored into the variables. Now see, now these are the some username and the password details. So before going into the database, first we clean up this detail by using the MySQL _real_ escape_ string function. This function we have already learned in previous some video in this current playlist. So if you are skip that video, then go to that video and learn it. Okay, so here we use this function. So username equal to MySQL _real_ escape_ string, and here we pass the connection and my current username, and again the new username is also stored in this current or same variable. So same we copy again to the password. So password is equal to connection, and this is my password. We also use the email, my email ID. So save these changes and see here there is no error. So syntactically all this code is correct. Now we move to the next one. So remember there is one built-in function crypt, which are used for the security reason, and there is one separate video for the crypt function. Again here we are using this crypt function for the security purpose. So we have already saw the crypt function video in this earlier playlist. So again here we use the blowfish encrypting technique. Okay, and we use a 22 length parameter and generate a one key, and by using this key we encrypt the password. So here we are opening a one my PHP MyAdmin. So this is my user. So this is the structure of this user. So see the focus on this last column, this is the rand salt. So we have already added to this the creating this table. So click on that column, this one, and go to the default value. So here we click on the change. So see here, this is my default value. So as defined, and here we are using a one default value. So By using the Blowfish encrypting technique, there are two separation of this word. First one is that the cost parameter, and second one is that the 22 length of a string. So here we use the $2y $10. This is my cost parameter, and we are using a 22 character string. So this one. So now we are using a 22 length of a character string. So here we use the one string for the example purpose. You can also change the project. So here I use some crazy strings 22. So this is my 22 length string. I use some crazy strings 22. I use some crazy strings 22. This is my 22 length of a string. So this is my default value. So save this. So see, this is my default value. Okay. So before doing the any code, we add the one user in database. So see here in admin section, here we log in my admin user Neil1234, login. So we create a new user. So add user. For example, my new name is that the Scott. Last name is that, for example, Diaz. So this is the option. This is my admin user. Username is that again Scott. Password 1234. My email ID is that the scott@gmail.com. So add user. Okay, my user is added. See here, view all user section. This is my user. Now check here again database. This is my user table. See, so this random value is not inserted. So again we refresh this code. Not inserted this random value. So again we check. We are going to this bracket editor. In this add user section, this is my insert query. So here we insert one default string. So there is no need to pass this empty string. So again we remove this one. Okay, again we save these changes. Again we create a one more user. So back. Again click on this add user. See here, we create one more for temporary. We pass the some string, for example PPP, last name QQQ. This is my admin, password 1234. Sorry, username is that the PPP, password 1234, ppp@gmail.com. Add user. Now check here, refresh this user table. See, this is my default random salt string, which are successfully inserted into database table. Okay, now we again going to this bracket editor, this one, and this is my registration.php file. Okay, so by using this rand salt column, we get the default value of this rand salt, and by using this default value, we crypt or encrypt a one string by using the current password, and we generate a new password and insert this new password into database. So by using this Blowfish encryption algorithm, that is very difficult to hack the password. So for security reason, we do this code. So first we get the rand salt value. So here we pass the one query. Select rand salt from users. So we get the last rand salt value. So result is equal to MySQLi underscore query. We pass the connection and the query. So by using the while loop, we get the result. So MySQLi underscore fetch underscore associate, pass this the result, and here inside this while we get the salt value and store into the salt variable. So my column name is that the rand salt. So for testing purpose, we echo this salt value, salt semicolon. So see here, refresh, there is no salt value. Check here again, select a rand salt from users. This is the connection query while $row MySQLi fetch associate result, and we store print this salt. So before going to this while loop, we set the empty string into this salt variable. No. So check this query is executed properly or not. So if not $result, then we use the die message, query fail, MySQLi underscore error underscore error, and pass here the connection. Check here, there is no error. Sorry. We do this code after this clicking on this registration button. Yes. Here we are in if section. So this code is working when you click on the submit button. So see here, registration, this is my rand salt value. So there is no need to this default if condition, die condition. Check here again, click on this registration. See, this is my successfully value. But don't worry, we keep this code as it is, we remove this one. Okay. So here we get this salt value. This is my default value which we have already inserted into the database table. Now we apply the security feature to the password. Okay, so we apply the crypt function and we create a one new password. So password equal to crypt crypt, and here we pass the current password, and this is your the salt value. So this is my new password. So here we use the one insert query and insert this value into the database. So insert into users value. So here we pass the column name, username, password. So username, then the user underscore email, then the user underscore password, then user underscore role, values, and here we pass the some column names, username, email, password, and your default role is that here we pass the subscriber. This is the default user is that the subscriber, and username is in single quote, email is in single quote, password is in single quote. Now we execute this query. So result equal to, so we copy this code again here. Connection query, if you have the some syntactical error, then they print this message query failed, and if it is not, then they insert the successful result. So save these changes. Call to undefined function, select as line number 25. So again we are going to this back button. So we enter this some fields. For example, this is my new username. For example, LLL@gmail.com. Password is that the 1234. Register. Fatal error, call to undefined function, select on line number 25. So see here, this one, sorry, query is equal to, check it again, back, we pass the one string, for example, qqq@gmail.com, 1234, register. Yes, here we print the salt value, and query fail, user first name doesn't have a default value. Yes. So there are the some fields here, first name, last name, and the image. So they doesn't have the default value, so here we pass as empty. Okay, so going to this structure and click on this change button, we set the some default value as empty. So click here, password, no, so click here the first name, last name, and the image, click on this change. So set the default value as a null. Here we give the one some space, again define value, some give the one space, default value, some give the some space, we pass the one space character and save. User image cannot have a default value. Okay, so text, we pass the one text as the null, save, done. So check it again. So back, going to this editor, we remove this echo salt message. So save these changes, refresh this code. So this is my user qqq@gmail.com, 1234, register. Now perfect, check here, click on this user, yes, qqq, and this is my encrypted password. This is my encrypted password, and initially first name last name was null, so not an issue. So we add this code later. So here initially we insert this value successfully. So here we finish, this is the registration task. So there are the more functionality which are related to this registration, so we do in next video. So do this code on your machine, and if you have any queries, then comment on our query in comment box, like and subscribe the channel. See you on next video. Bye bye.